Hello and welcome to episode 2026 of the Bad Psychics podcast. This is our very promptly recorded for a change Brit Awards review episode. They literally happened on Saturday and we're recording this on the Monday. So if it takes several weeks to come out, it's just because there's other episodes. Uh, as always, I am joined by a couple of idiots. First off, I predict that he's the only person on the planet who might have been less fitting for a tribute to Ozzy Osbourne than Robbie Williams. It's Dizzy. How are you,
Yeah,
Dizzy?
I'm good. I can't wait to see how little I know about music.
Yes. I thought you were going to say you can't wait to give us a Black Sabbath rendition.
I wouldn't be able to even if you want me to.
Okay, fair
Eh,
enough. And alongside him, I predict that she watched the Brits, but fast forwarded between all the awards and performances so she could focus on her beloved Jack Whitehall. It's Eloise. How are you, Eloise?
Sandwich.
Aren't you glad that I didn't just make a reference to how shit your form is?
Yeah, I was expecting that because it is very much being the very well. Yeah, I'm gonna win this episode, so it doesn't matter, does it?
Okay, fair enough.
Sandwich.
God's...
Sandwich. Also, the thing with the Robbie Williams comment, I honestly think it's a better fit of a tribute than Post Malone. Um, was that the Grammys? The Post Malone doing Aussie tribute, and I didn't like.
I thought didn't Youngblood, wasn't he part of that too? I know he was at the...
Yeah, he wasn't. He wasn't part of the tribute. They got Post Malone to do it, so that's
Really?
even worse.
I mean,
Yeah,
that arguably is
yeah, it was the
worse.
Grammys.
Oh, okay. Why did I think Youngblood was involved with that one too? I'm sure he performed
Yeah,
at the
no,
Grammys, didn't he?
I I don't think he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Post Malone slash Chad Smith. Yes, it was an interesting ensemble. But yes,
I
I feel
mean,
like Mr. Burzlum man's probably a better fit than Post Malone.
maybe. I mean, was it Robbie Williams or was it Robbie Williams as a monkey?
I think this was his human form.
Okay, fair enough. Uh, anyway, just to clarify, I asked you both before we started whether you'd watched it. Both on a firm no. Uh, any idea how this episode has gone? Either of you feeling particularly happy or unhappy?
um, Vaguely, I didn't want to like see exactly how I answered and how many points I got, just so I can save it for this episode. But yes, I vaguely am aware of how things.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, let's switch across to our spreadsheet in a whole. Uh, there we go. So we are going to start off with best international group. All of us went for Huntrix. Um, all of us were wrong because apparently geese were
Yeah,
the biggest group of the year. Um, I mean, I don't know how either of you feel about geese, but I've heard one song of theirs and I thought it was a bit shit.
I mean, I mentioned this in the episode. How I earmarked them as being a possible winner of this because they seem to be slightly relevant over in the US. I did not expect them to win this, but I maybe should have chucked a prediction this way because yes, it seemed it kind of makes sense with how they're like somehow being relevant, even though their music's not amazing.
Fair. Dizzy, you a big fan of Honk Honk?
No. No, like it looks and like I was just reminding myself and like they've not even like had a chart, like none of their singles even reached like any kind of charting of any kind over here. So it does confuse me a little bit, but their album did do okay. When I say okay, it reached number 26. So it charted, but yeah, like I think in hindsight, maybe it does make sense that Huntrix didn't win it because they aren't very Brit Awards, but at the same time, I would have still had Haim or Tame Impala above Geese.
So here's one thing I didn't mention in the episode because we skimmed over it, which I find really funny, and an issue with this award is Tame Impala is not a group. It's a person. He's Tame Impala. So the inclusion of this being a group is really funny to me because he's not on when he's touring, but it's a bloke. So yes, that always is really funny.
It kind of tells me they struggled to pick nominations. To be honest,
I'm sorry. I definitely think that if you, I can't do it just off the bat, but I reckon if you gave me half an hour, I could come up with a list of more relevant international groups than Geese and actual groups, not Tame Impala. I think
Geese, but Geese were on Saturday Night Live. How?
I mean, they were.
Yeah, which everyone in the UK were watching.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I do watch SNL, so that's like I sort of I was more confused because I thought if anyone British was going to reference SNL, it would be me, and Eloise just did it. So
yeah, no, I saw the clip of them hosting SNL. I'm like, what? Why? Who? What? Why? When? How?
I watched the entire episode this weekend because it was hosted by Connor Story from Heated Rivalry. Just
Of course.
Yes, it was excellent. Anyway, I'm not going to bother
glossing over
that. Yeah, great show. I can't be bothered to switch to the other tab, given none of us got any points for that, so we'll keep going until any of us get any points.
What if we got a point? What if we got a point? You're robbing the viewers here of the suspense of us maybe getting a point.
I'm happy to accept I've got no points here, because I maybe would have put Geese last.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go to International Song of the Year, which naturally, when you think International Song of the Year, you think of the hosts of the award, Luke Littler and Angry Ginge.
God.
Neither musicians
I have no words for that one.
or international.
Why not like a British at the very least?
Yeah.
It makes sense that they're there, because Manchester. But
I'm fine with them being there. I'm fine with them even presenting an award. Just very strange choice to make it International Song of the Year.
Chuck them on one of the ones that people don't care about.
Anyway, I went for Golden because I genuinely thought Huntrix were going to at least win one of them. Dizzy went for Ordinary, which thank God didn't win, or I may have unalived myself on this episode. And Eloise went for Die With a Smile, which was a reasonable shout. Interestingly, though, Eloise, are you kicking yourself? Because you made you made a point of asking us which one had the most worldwide views.
Yeah, okay, yeah, and this one didn't.
Yeah. So I'm like I wasn't sure whether, you were comfortable that just because that was the case you still didn't think it would win, or if this was like a 50-50 and you're now annoyed.
I'm not annoyed. I'm expecting some bad calls, and this probably is one of the bad on their part. I do think I picked the right one as like the best song, but you can never guess it. I got the wrong Bruno Mars song, so what can you do? It probably, I mean, maybe I was underestimating the amount of TikTok songs would do well here. So
And then Dizzy, how do you feel about Apata winning?
I'm fine with it. I didn't think it was going to, but I was equally like, when I looked at the list, I thought, see, as I said when we were doing the predictions, I struggled, but like I did consider the Gaga and Bruno Mars song, and I did consider this one. I did kind of put the one I put just to annoy you, in fairness, but like I think in my mind, I was thinking maybe one of the three. Like I would have maybe thought Taylor Swift, but then Fate of Ophelia is rubbish. So
I concur. It is indeed
well,
rubbish. But yeah, still no points for any of us, so I'll just carry on as we're going. Next, international artist. I went for Rosalia. Dizzy went for Chapel Roan, and Eloise went for the terrible album owning Taylor Swift. Finally, I did something right. Any of us did something right on this episode. Yeah, I had a feeling that Rosalia being there meant she was going to win something, and I, I, it's a rare example of me not having a clue who somebody is, but still having sound logic. I mean, Dizzy, any surprise to you that it was Rosalia?
I mean, no. When you'd said like I'd never considered her when I was predicting, but then when you said what you said about your logic, 'cause I'd not delved into as deep as who was performing and who was present, it did make sense after you'd said that. But before that, I just didn't know who she was. Is the problem. So I would have never felt confident to go for somebody I just didn't hadn't even heard of. So, but fair enough.
And then Eloise, I mean, is this the like the start of the downhill climb of Taylor Swift? Like, will she be back, or is the terrible album just a sign that she can't make music when she's happy?
Needs to divorce immediately.
Yes,
They need to-
poor Redwood, poor Travis. I mean, I'm not the biggest Taylor Swift fan, so I don't have much positive things to say. But I picked Taylor Swift because I felt like it was just a very safe option. Because, like Taylor Swift, where I'm confused why people like Taylor Swift at sometimes, but yeah, I think probably she'll a couple of years time probably something else. Will it be good? Do I really overly care about the content of say Taylor Swift's albums? No. The first time I heard Fate of Ophelia properly, fully, and realizing what the song was and that it was the main song of the album was for this episode. So that shows how much I care about Taylor Swift. My opinion about this award is they gave the award to the wrong Spanish language singer because I'm sorry, I don't understand why Rosalia's had a better year than Bad Bunny, but
Because Rosalia would travel to Manchester.
It makes no sense. It makes no physical sense. As someone who was actually aware of Azalea, like her existence before this, it makes no sense.
Look,
So
I
yeah,
I don't think we have to accept that any of these awards make sense. We just have to try and work out what makes
yeah.
sense to the idiots who choose them.
Did I come in with too much common sense?
Yeah. Okay. Right. Well, anyway, there is a first reason to switch the tab because rightly or wrongly, I've put some points on the board. 10 points for Best International Artist. So next we go to British Breakthrough Artist. Dizzy, you went for Sky Newman. Eloise and I went for Lola Young. Lola Young did indeed win the award. I can't remember exactly what is it this one, Dizzy, that you said Lola Young arguably was the biggest name, but you felt that the
It
award was
wasn't
12.
2025. But
Yes.
what I've discovered, what I very much noticed is a pattern of for several of the awards. I don't think the year matters in terms of when it happened. I think some of the awards have kind of gone in that pattern, and it's not really maybe the best logic to have because in terms of 2025, the breakthrough would have been Sky Newman, but 2024 it would have been Lola Young. So it's a bit like, well,
Yeah. I do wonder whether you
yes.
almost. Because as I said at the time, like, I know that the cycles they reflect are always earlier because they have to have time to make the nominations, have time to discuss it, announce everything, set up the awards, and so on. And so I'm almost beginning to wonder when we start doing awards again next year, whether we basically need to almost look at like the
Just
past
look at
18 months.
I just take it on face value of what's there.
That too, possibly. That too. Um, Eloise, you did say Lola Young. Happy with the result, or just what you assumed they would do?
Yeah, if Lola Young's there, she would have been the breakthrough artist. Because yeah, I reckon it probably her success probably just gets into the weird cycle, and the people who select these nominations for the Brits are a bit stupid. So this checks out.
Fair.
Um. But yeah, I'm not gonna say any more about Lola Young. I'm just surprised. But yes, she probably deserved to win this one.
Okay, fair enough. We'll switch to the other tab. British Breakthrough Artist. 10 points on the board for me. And Eloise, first 10 points on the board. Dizzy, yet
Okay,
to have scored.
Z's winning another episode. Wonderful.
Uh, Again, one-sided rivalry. I'm nice to you.
Yes, because you win all.
It's not my fault I'm good at it. Get better, not bitter. um,
It's my villain arc. All right.
your villain arc's been going since episode 1. Just anything you can do to not give me any points.
I'll still do it.
Yeah. Right. We come to best hip hop / grime act. Dizzy and I went for Dave. Eloise went for Central C. Correct answer was Dave. I mean, Dizzy, any surprise for you?
No, but he was the only one I knew. So,
Oh, I see. Okay.
uh, so I didn't have anything else to go on. I just thought, I know him. I'll pick him.
Yes. I mean, I'm assuming, Eloise, not only are you upset that Central C didn't win, but also that Jim Leg X AC, as you called him last time, didn't win.
Yes, the weird name, man. I tried to be smart. I tried to have logic, and that's not a good idea. I shouldn't be smart. So that's my own downfall, because I was like, oh, he's been nominated for all these, and Stormzy said last year that he should have won it. So I thought, oh, I'll go with that logic, and they'll finally come to their senses and give him the best act. But no, it has to be Dave again. So I don't know. They're stupid.
Yeah, fair enough. You heard it here first. Eloise says Brits stupid.
Yeah, come at me.
Might make that the episode title. Just Eloise says Brits stupid. Anyway, points, more points on the board. Dizzy gets his first 10 points. I get another 10 points. I've given Eloise 10 points for that for some reason.
I'll take it.
I guess we need to correct that. I don't know what I was doing when I scored it, but yeah. Right, let's move on to best alternative / rock act. I said Sam Fender. Dizzy said Sam Fender. Eloise went for Lola Young again. The correct answer was Sam Fender. I mean, Eloise, is this another one where you were trying to be clever and it didn't work?
I overestimated the success that Lola Young would get, as well as I seem to have avoided knowing that Sam Fender had a really good year, where I thought he just had a very mid year. So I messed up. Very sad. A very sad day.
Well, I feel like I think it was this one that you said, and I think Dizzy and I both agreed with you, that it was really weird to have Lola Young in this
Oh, it is.
category, and therefore,
Sure
if
is.
she's there, does that mean she's going to win?
That's what I was hoping.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Dizzy, Sam Fender, one of only two people. The other will become very obvious shortly. One of only two people to win multiple awards this year. Any shock to you that this was one of them?
No, this was one of the ones I felt more confident on. I mean, Lola Young being there was a little bit. I was a bit confused, and it did make me question whether they were trying to give her another award. But no, I did feel quite confident that he would win this one.
All right. Well, that puts some more points on the board. 10 for me, 10 for Dizzy, none for Eloise for this one. Next, we come to Best Dance Act. This was the second time in this episode that all of us agreed. All of us said that it was going to be Pink Pantheress, and for the same as last time, all of us were wrong. It was Fred again, Skepta, and Blackboy Max. I mean, Dizzy, your music taste is the most closely adjacent to them. Can you give us any idea of whether this was deserved in any way, shape, or form?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, look, I know you.
No, I don't know. Yeah, it's not my for me. But yeah, they were there. Yeah, to be fair, it was a bit of a difficult category. I thought because I kind of when I looked at it, and I thought, well, obviously Calvin Harris is the biggest name there, but at the same time, part of me doesn't think he's going to win it for that reason almost. So then it made it a bit like, oh, I wasn't too sure.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a little bit annoyed because I did say that I'd considered with the social media-ness of award ceremonies now. Black Boy Max is a Twitch streamer, and I thought maybe that would help them, but I stuck to my guns, and I shouldn't have. And then Eloise should did Pink Pantheress deserve more?
Probably, but it's such a weird. I'm just gonna complain about the concept of, a lot of these are just single artists, which makes sense. But then when you've got an act and it's multiple artists because it's focused on one song, it's really weird. 'Cause that's why they're lumped together as well as Calvin Harris and Clementine Douglas, because they're in a song together. And
Oh,
are they being judged on the song or as artists themselves? Is it just Fancy Waves doing best song? It's really confusing. But yes, the song indeed is a song, and I don't know why this one, but also probably because it's very popular. But yeah, I don't. That annoys me how they're being judged as a collective unit when they're not a collective, and they're just a collective unit for a song. So
oh,
yeah, that's my one little issue with this.
yeah,
But yeah, surprised Pink Panthers didn't win because probably one of the ones that has been very big, popular, done very well. So a bit confusing, but oh well, they're stupid.
yeah. I mean, especially since they gave her Producer of the Year, and dance music, I think, tends to come down to production. So to say you're the best Producer of the Year in a category that heavily relies on production, but then give it elsewhere, is confusing to me. But it says how
Yep.
little research I'd done. I just assumed that they were, at least for a full album, a collective. I didn't realize it was literally one fucking song.
They might have been, though I doubt Calvin Harris was.
No, Clementine Douglas is kind of known for collaborating with different DJs and songs.
Okay.
That's her thing. It's only one song with Calvin
Yeah,
Harris.
exactly.
So
So
she's not even really a dance act. She's like a backing, well, not a backing vocalist, but like a vocalist on dance
yeah,
tracks. You wouldn't call that a dance act, but
Fair enough. Uh, okay, well, none of us get any points, so I'm not going to switch to the other tab. We'll wait till we get some more points. I'll also say we're not going to get any more points from the next one either, because best R&B act, uh, all three of us went for different people. I said Mabel, because of Mabel the dog. Uh, Dizzy went for Jim Legacy, and Eloise went for K1. It turned out the answer was Salt. Um, any of us remotely aware of who Salt are yet?
Salt are a British music group that make a
I
mixture of
can
R&B,
see
urban
that.
contemporary, gospel, house, and disco.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm fully aware.
Don't get us copyright claimed by Wikipedia for fuck's sake. Um, yeah, like
There you go. That's all I know.
I literally don't have a clue who they are. I'd never heard of them. They didn't seem to be acknowledged in any other categories. Like I like who very confused.
I'm vaguely aware of Cleo Soul as an artist,
Okay.
as she's the front of it. Okay, I recognize a couple of these names. So it's like a big super group of the genre.
Okay.
Interesting. Still, I've not heard of it before, but yes.
I mean, I see. Okay, I mean, I see that they've collaborated with Jack Peñate, Little Sims, who was in one of the other categories, Michael Kiwanuka.
Mm-hmm.
All right, okay. Maybe we're just uninformed.
I just think it's impressive how we all put somebody different and we were all still wrong in a
Yeah.
5-person category.
Yes. Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
I'm going
We're
to
so
say
good.
that it might be the most impressively bad split vote we've ever had on any episode. Like, plenty of times that 3 different answers all wrong, but I don't know that we've ever had it within a 5-person category before. So, go us. Next.
I think we should just all get 10 points for it.
I mean, it wouldn't make the blindest bit of difference if we all get. It's like.
Give us a 3 million each. Yeah, 3 million points.
Yeah, it just means the actual scores will all be increased by 3 million.
Yeah.
Let's move on to Best Pop Act. This is the third where we all agreed. Unlike those other two, though, we were all correct. The answer was Olivia Dean. Dizzy, any shock to you?
No. But, like, it obviously, as we said before, it was such a tough category. I'm not necessarily sure she would have been my first choice, but just in terms of how the year was, I think it just felt like it was going to be her award for the best pop act. It felt like it would be her that won it.
Fair. Who did you say would have been your choice? Was this the one you said, Lily Allen?
Oh no, probably Ray.
Okay, fair. I agree. Ray, excellent. Ray.
I've never personally been a Lily Allen fan.
Fair.
I think we all agreed that Ray is probably the one we'd personally want to win this one.
Fair. This is part of the
maybe
problem.
Jade,
Yeah.
but yes. Maybe not this year.
Yeah, this is part of the problem is that even when we record things like a week between one and the
We've already
other,
forgot.
I can't remember anything we said with any certainty. I do my best, but like I can't remember what we fucking said about this.
Yeah, vaguely remember.
Fair. Anyway, let's well, we can do the next 3 then. So nothing for dance or R&B, but for best pop act, all 3 of us add a chunky 10 points. Okay, so now we move on to the big 4 categories. These are all worth double points, so 20 points each if you can nail any of these. We are starting off with British group. I said pulp because I thought there was felt there's usually some older act that gets some credit for something. Dizzy went with Wolf Alice. Eloise went with Wet Leg. Dizzy is correct on his own for this one. Wolf Alice is the answer. How confident or pleasantly surprised are you to be right, Dizzy?
I would say I was 55%, 45% pulp. So I wasn't confident because I did think the same thing as you, but I wasn't. I thought it would have been one of the two, and I just thought I just went for Wolf Alice. I wasn't 100%. I didn't think I can in my mind justify going for pulp. I just wasn't convinced.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Eloise, you went for Wet Leg. I mean, Dizzy had 0% thought that Wet Leg
Apparently
would
so, yeah.
be it, but are you shocked that they didn't win?
I'm annoyed because it was for me it's 50-50. It was between Wet Leg and Wolf Alice. Those seem like the obvious options, and I should have trusted my gut and not tried to big brain it. Yes.
Fair. But yes, some very helpful points onto Dizzy's score. He gets a big 20, while Eloise and I get zilch. So then we move on to British artist. Once again, all of us went for Olivia Dean. The second time, all three of us were in agreement in what the outcome would be. And like the last time we all went Olivia Dean was the correct answer. Do either of you feel anybody was hard done by, or are you alright with Olivia Dean being the answer? Just both
I think
staring
I
at me.
can understand.
Fair.
I can understand why.
Fair. Eloise?
Yeah, it's a very obvious choice. This felt like it was Olivia Dean or Lola Young's year, and it looks like it was Olivia Dean's year.
Fair enough. But yeah, all of us get the same points on the board, 20 points each. Next we come to British album. So British album was disputed by myself and you two. I said I thought it would be Sam Fender's People Watching. You two both went for Olivia Dean's The Art of Loving. This award also strangely presented by Jeff Goldblum. Don't know what he was doing at the Brits. Like, cool, it's Jeff Goldblum, but weird. Yeah, Olivia Dean wins it. I think personally this is more the one I have an issue with. I went through and this isn't like I couldn't really give a rat's ass about Sam Fender, but on pure acknowledgement of impact, I feel like Sam Fender had a better year. I went through all the achievements his album had over here. So I was a bit confused by Olivia Dean winning, but maybe you two disagree with me. Either of you think it was definitely the right choice or definitely the wrong choice?
I did. I thought this was pretty clear, but knowing how well People Watching did, it may be a bit surprising, but also nah. This felt like it was going to be a one winner.
Fair enough. Does he have anything to add?
No, you just kind of felt like Olivia Dean was going to win. Well, almost just lots of awards, and I wasn't convinced. I wasn't convinced Sam Bender was going to beat her in this one. Was just kind of what I thought. I thought that Sam Bender was going to win elsewhere, which he has. So
Fair enough. So yeah, bad news for me, good news for you two, is that you both add 20 points. I take a big old duck egg for this one. Next we come to Song of the Year. So I said the Song of the Year would/should be Where's My Husband? You two both went for Messi. The answer was Rain Me In, Sam Fender and Olivia Dean. So I'm a little bit annoyed, not only because I don't necessarily think it was the right choice, but one of the things I do remember about our initial episode is that whilst we were discussing this on that episode, kind of had this thought process where I suddenly went, they could give two people an award with this one. They wouldn't have to choose who to give an award, and so it almost feels like a safe choice for them to make it that one, but it was too late for me to do that, and if I'd have thought about it before the episode, I maybe would have gone for that on that logic. So a little annoyed, mainly with myself. Dizzy, Eloise, any dispute on how you feel about this one, given you both went for Messi?
A little bit, because of what I remember, both of our logic was that Messi very much felt like Lola Young's song. So it did feel like if there was any award Lola Young felt nailed on to win, it might have been this one. But it also did make a lot of sense that they would want to award two people. Not that I agree either, I've got to say, but
Yeah. Would
you know,
Messi? Would
I think it should have been Defying Gravity personally, but
interesting. I've never seen. I've
sarcasm.
oh, I was like, I've never heard Dizzy channeling Cass before. What? Cass isn't
Yes.
here.
Whoa, hi Cass. How's it going?
Yeah.
I just thought there was a distinct absence of Cass's aura in the episode, you know?
Yeah.
Good point.
Just mention Wicked occasionally, and Cass's ears start burning all the way in Vegas.
She'll join the call in a minute just to derail us, just because I've mentioned it now.
Eloise, what about you with Song of the Year?
I don't like this choice. I didn't really. The song was very meh for me, and it just feels like they're just participation prize. Just this whole category sucks. If as that's the winner, that's not the song of the year. So yes, I'm not happy.
Okay.
Makes wrong. If Olivia Dean was gonna win it, it's the wrong song. Like, grr.
Well, as it's one of the big ones, I'll still add the points, or therefore lack of, in as we go. Naught. Next come to our own categories. They start with biggest winner. This was who would win the most awards. For the third time, all three of us agreed on Olivia Dean, and for the third time, we are all 100% correct. Olivia Dean won. Did she win? Gonna double check this. Oh, I knew she won 4. I couldn't remember if she was nominated for 4. No, she was nominated for 5. So the only one that she was nominated for that she didn't win
Was her other song in Song of the Year.
Oh, for goodness sake. I mean, I don't feel like that should count as an extra nomination, really.
Yeah, she was nominated in everything.
Okay, so she basically won in every category she could win. So, I think it's fair to say we definitely got that one right. However, possibly obvious it was. So, 10 points each. And then biggest flop. This was who would have the most nominations but not win an award. Diz and I both went for Lily Allen. Eloise went for Sam Fender. Eloise has turned into a hat. Hello, hat. Would you like to say anything?
I've had a mare here.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, I think, put it this way: the correct answer is definitely Lily Allen, and possibly also Jim Leg Ecstasy. I think he would also have been a suitable answer. But yeah, Sam Fender won 50% of his nominations. You needed somebody with 3. So, in terms of biggest flop, that puts 10 points on my score, 10 points on Dizzy's score, and none for Eloise. Then we come to the bonuses. I'll start with mine. I looked it up. I put in Brit Award swearing. There were quite a few articles related to it, mostly weirdly complaining about censorship. It was actually like this. They were almost more complaining that there wasn't enough audible swearing, which it was a weird twist. Usually they're complaining about somebody's language, not about their inability to hear it. But it was correct.
Annoyingly, I can see that being a keyword used a lot because
Eloise is frozen. Eloise, come back. Eloise, come back, Eloise. It's definitely.
this was done after the BAFTAs,
Oh,
and that's still a very big topic.
Wait.
That was quite funny.
Eloise, can you hear us? Eloise. Oh, she moved. Is she?
Hello.
Oh, are you back?
It seems like it. I had a good point. It ruined.
I mean, we heard bits of it in robotic chunks, but I'm gonna let you. Right, go on. Go with it again. I think if I understood where you were going, it was worth saying.
Well, yeah, it's the. I reckon that you got very fortunate with that because I feel like swearing is a keyword that the media would use because of the whole, because this was done after the BAFTAs and the whole incident with the Tourette's and how poorly that was handled. I feel like that'd be a very easy thing for them to talk about. The comparisons is also Jack Whitehall made a reference to it at some point. So yeah, you got very lucky with your wording that it probably would end up being helped a little bit, but yeah. I don't know why they complain about censorship because that's like the opposite of what they were complaining about with the BAFTAs. But
Oh, look, I agree. This is part of the reason why I'm not sure if the two are related, because it seems very, very, like, you know.
how dare you not censor and how dare you censor? Like,
Yes. I don't understand. I think the British media just likes to complain about everything.
yeah,
Uh,
indeed.
Dizzy, you said that Jack Whitehall would bring his dad onto the stage. I vaguely scoured a few things trying to see if there was any evidence of it. Unless you're able to point me to otherwise, I can't find any evidence that Michael Whitehall was on the stage at any point.
I can't say I cared enough to go and find it. So
Okay, fair enough. So, Dizzy will lose points on his bonus. And then Eloise, you said the longest speech will reach over 3 minutes long. This time you comfortably get your points. It was arguably should have maybe anticipated it and given slightly worse odds on the basis that the longest that I could find was the Osbournes accepting Ozzy's posthumous award for lifetime achievement award. Yeah. That speech went for about 6 minutes, so you were comfortably over.
Why didn't I high roll it? Why did I gambling?
Yeah. I mean, this wasn't the episode that you gambled. That was the Oscars.
No, I know, and I should have, even though I don't think it does any difference whatsoever.
But yeah, in terms of what that does, Dizzy took his lower offer. Eloise took her higher offer. I took my lower offer. It means I add 10. Dizzy loses 2. and Eloise adds 8. So as we come to the end of the episode, in third place, with a very respectable 78 points, is Eloise. Then it comes down to Dizzy and I. I'll reveal my score first. My final total was an even 100 points. Eloise appears to be dying again. She's no longer even a hat. She's just the back of a chair.
I did so bad.
And then Dizzy. Dizzy, you have 100 to beat to win the episode. You scored 108. Congratulations, Dizzy. You are the winner of the Brit Award episode. Eloise can go back to being happy because it wasn't me.
Yeah, this is great. This is great news. Congrats. This is great news.
And Eloise once again comes last.
Not fourth.
Not
Which
yet.
I have
Not
but
fourth.
third.
Yeah. But yes, Dizzy, your first win for a while, I think. I can't remember.
Your last one was the Ryder Cup.
Yes. So that was like September. So first win for about 6 months.
I've only done 2 since. It's not that bad. Or 3. I did the 2 dancing.
Yes.
And I did another one, but I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember either. Look, don't ask me. I don't remember these things. Eloise, this wasn't your one to break your streak. Maybe it'll be. I think the Oscars is probably the next one for you to potentially win. But yeah, congrats, Dizzy. Good job.
Yeah. I clearly know British music better than international music, is what that's told me.
Yes. I think the clincher for you was you got 3 of the 20-point categories. I think that was the key to your success. But yeah. We will be back with some more episodes soon. I don't know what the next episode's going to be after this. Maybe T20 World Cup review, or maybe Oscars review, something like that. What were you saying? Sorry, Lizzie.
No, I was going to say, have you put up the Oscars predictions?
The Oscars predictions will have gone up before this goes out.
Okay.
But yeah. Alright. Well, thank you both. Good job as always. Thank you for keeping me company on these subjects that I know nothing about and barely care. But for now, audience, until we meet again, remember to always be big mystics, not big mistakes. Bye!
Sandwich.